After everything, I'm sorry, I don't even have the energy to edit this. I don't think I'm gonna do the brain rot editing that I did. I'm just so mentally tired from all of this. I've been losing sleep. I've been waking up every 2 hours to check on X to see if anything changed. I am so tired of this entire thing. So this is probably gonna be more of a podcast than a video, so if you wanna just put me in the background, thank you. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to rant about the Love and Deep Space situation. First of all, thank you to everyone who watched my previous video. I read the comments and thank you so much for your support. But today I'm just going off. I don't have a script or anything. I'm just gonna talk, express myself. I feel like I really need to get this off my chest. So before I actually give my opinion, I wanted to give you guys an update on everything that has happened during the past 48 hours. So first of all, we know that Infold has withdrawn from Bilibili World 2026, and they also canceled another offline event in Japan. Now, I think that these are very good things actually, considering that allegedly someone, a live streamer, did go up to their building, and he was disguised as a delivery person and even walked in into the reception with a knife. And I genuinely don't know what to say about this because people's lives are in danger. This is getting way out of hand. And let's not forget, if you don't know, Infold as a company, their employees are made up of 70% women. So now these women have to go through this and basically put their lives in danger because some people are insane and are willing to hurt others because of a game. Also, now that the version 6.0 is up and live, people noticed that the coming soon text was removed from the character selection. The current rerun is Wonder and Wonder, which I think is very strategic and intentional. I'll talk about that later. Also, Xavier's World Understory was removed, completely removed, not altered, not modified, just completely removed. The outfits for Catch 22 were also modified, where the number tattoos were turned into like gibberish instead of the numbers. Valko's poses and MC outfits were given for free, and the update apparently needs 30 gigs of free space. I just know it. He's definitely in there. But the trailer for Valko is still up on their X account. Actually, let me check. So they still have the Once Upon a Frame banner pinned, and yeah, looks like Valko's trailer and everything is still up. They didn't remove it from their X account, so it's still just hidden on their other accounts. But yeah. Oh, they're also censoring cards now. They started censoring cards, especially the spicy ones. Now, I've seen a lot of people say that they're not really censoring, but it is a bug because this version is extremely buggy, and I understand that as a software developer. I know that even the smallest of changes can mess up everything, especially when done in a rush and pushed into production. Some people are saying it's bugs, others are saying it's actual censorship. Now, what I think, I don't know, I don't really know if these are bugs or censorship, but I do think that they are definitely censoring up things. Like the biggest indicator for that is that they also increased the affinity cap with the OG3, so with Xavier, Raphael, and Zane, but they announced that all the content that comes with it will be added in a later update, which to me, this only screams that if the government is truly involved, that means that they couldn't release these because, as you know, especially for the secret times, the higher the affinity, like some of these can be quite spicy. So they probably have to go in and re edit or rewrite or re record, whatever. Or because the government is involved, that they are waiting for the government to get off their asses before they can actually release them. Which I doubt. I don't know. I truly don't know. I'm so tired. I am so disappointed. I still think that Valko will come back. I would like to still believe that since the government is involved, they are like mandated to stay quiet and just dealing with all the legal issues and everything going on, especially if it's a curated smear campaign after all, or a competitor doing all of this, but that is what I believe personally. But now my biggest worry is that this is no longer just a bring back Valko issue. Like this is no longer just a Valko issue. Because if the government is really involved, that means that the content of the game, all of it, is no longer safe. And that means that the game will now be monitored and heavily censored. So even the story, even the cards, and mind you, these cards, people spent money on them. People spent money on them. Bro, I'm free to play and I'm mad as fuck. I can't imagine people who actually spent money to like R3, all the spicy cards, like how they must be feeling because they are now censoring them, because they're now modifying them. People spent money on this. Isn't this like consumer fraud? I don't know. Can people do anything against that? I don't really know. What I also remembered, if you guys play Genshin, remember when they censored Jean, Amber, Rosaria, and Mona and gave them different skins? So in Chinese server, they had these censored, covered up skins, while on global server, they gave us the choice to either use the old skin or the new one. Can't Inful just do that? Like, can't they just have an option where on Chinese servers they would have to censor, but for global players they can have the choice, just like Genshin did, where people can choose to censor the spicy cards or not to? Like, it should be different. People put money into this game. People were promised content, cards, spicy or not, it doesn't matter. But you can't just go up one day and just remove everything, especially after people paid for it. And I've seen that some players, like, have spent thousands and thousands of dollars into this game. For them to just change everything and censor everything after people had spent their money, I think that's just unfair. My biggest regret is that as free to play, I skipped so many banners just to save for Zane, and I worked so hard to get his cards, and at the end of the day, I just procrastinated playing his cards, and now they're censored. I that is my biggest regret. I don't know what to say to that. Like, I'm so sorry for myself. Oh my god, I will never forget how freaky he was, though. I love him. I love that man. Another thing I wanted to bring up, I feel like even if they do bring Valko back, they have already lost the trust of so many players, of so many people, whether on the Chinese fan base or the global fan base. A lot of people now don't even trust Chinese games in general, you know? Because who knows? Like, if one crazy fan can just call up the government on your entire company, why would I risk it? Like, why would I as a consumer spend money on a game or on a product if it can just be removed, if it can be just revoked at any moment by the government because someone didn't like a small detail in the game, so they had to ruin the fun for everyone? And I really can't believe, like, it doesn't wrap around my head that there are fans, and I don't want to call these people fans. I really don't want to call these people fans that would go as far as actually harming someone or harming people just because of a game. I think the funniest thing to come out of this situation is that the aunties who were actually so happy that Valko got cancelled and that they called the government and everything. Now that everyone is affected, now that they are censoring their cards, like their love interest card, now they are like, what the hell? Karma. But yeah, I don't want to call these people fans, because if you were truly a fan of something or of someone, of a game, you would respect the work that was put into it. You would respect, even if you don't like it. If you don't like it, you can just ignore it. But you still have to respect people who worked behind it, people who put their time into it, and all the artists, the writers, the illustrators, the voice actors, the cosplayers, all of these people, I can only imagine what they're feeling. And apparently also it is Valko's birthday. I've seen some leaks. Now, I don't really want to believe the leaks or any leaks because I don't know if they're true or not. But apparently, since Valko doesn't know his birthday, he decided that his birthday would be the day he meets us. So it would have been today. It would have been July 9th. And I'm seeing so many people celebrate his birthday with a small chocolate cake or that wolf plushie with glasses, and it's so cute. It's heartbreaking. I hate this. I genuinely hate this. Now, for me personally, I don't know. I still don't know if I want to keep playing the game or not. I have a hard time uninstalling it, honestly, and I completely understand people who uninstalled the game, or even people who are still playing but decided to go free to play. This is, at the end of the day, a game that is a comfort game for many people, and some of us use it as an escape. Now, I know that relying on a game for your mental health is not really healthy, but I also know that for some people, this is the only choice they have is using games as an escape. And especially for a game like Love and Deep Space, where that is literally how it's promoted, with how the characters treat the main character by being your comfort, your partner, by cheering you up with all of the phone calls and messages and the tete-a-tete moments. All of these are meant to be a comfort for the player. So obviously, a lot of us are emotionally attached to these characters, and it's hard for us to let go, and I completely understand that. Now, what I also wanted to say is that I am so incredibly proud to be part of a community where people decided to use this opportunity to donate, to help other people, to use their money to show their love and support by paying for billboards, by making art, by writing fan fiction. And I've also just seen, I think an hour ago or something like that, that fans in Hong Kong also paid for a billboard to show Valko, to still love and support him. And again, I am so, so, so proud to be part of this community, to use this for good. And I've seen some people say that, oh, we've lost, even after everything we did, we lost. I believe that we didn't really lose, because at the end of the day, the real losers are the people who were harassing the employees, the people who are whining and crying about every small detail, the people who are putting others in real danger over a game. At the end of the day, the people who used their money for good, their energy, their time for good, for love, to spread love, to help each other, these people will never lose. I am getting a bit emotional. Now, I think the only thing we can do is to either just leave the game like so many people did, and I completely understand why they would do that. Infold is not to be trusted, especially with the current fan base that they have, where if they just don't like one small thing, they could just call up the government and the whole game would be ruined for everyone. But I also understand that if they are mandated by the government to not say anything while they are going through legal issues. I do understand that things won't really change overnight. They they've hurt so many players. They've lost the trust of so many people. And if they are willing, they would need to put so much time and effort into rebuilding trust with their player base, into rebuilding the relationship with their consumers, which I think it's a very difficult thing to do. Now, my only wish to Infold really is I hope your employees are safe. I hope you take the time and the safety measures to make sure, first of all, your employees are safe. Second, that these people don't get harassed anymore. I hope you take the necessary legal steps to actually take care of these people who are harassing your employees, who showed up to your office with a knife, and people who participated in the smear campaign. I hope you take legal actions. But other than that, I don't really care. I feel like especially when it comes to people's safety, that should be your first priority. I don't care about the game. I don't care about what's happening. I just hope that no one gets hurt, that no one got hurt, and that this kind of behavior would not be accepted in the future. And my message to the Valko team, Love and Deep Space team in general, genuinely thank you. I hope you know that so many people, so many people appreciate your art. So many people appreciate the work that you've put into the game, into these characters that have now become comfort for a lot of us. And I hope that you can express your creativity freely in the future. I hope you find opportunities that would allow you to do that. And it is sad to see the CCP censor so much of your work and blocking your creativity, blocking your artistic expression. Now, I don't know if I want to go back to the game. I don't know if I don't want to. I think that even if they do bring back Valko, the game doesn't feel the same. They really ruined like their own image. I still have the game installed on my phone, but I haven't logged in since the 30th, so I really don't know. Anyways, I hope Infold will fix their shit in the near future, hopefully. It is gonna take a while. I don't believe that it's gonna take like a week or two, or that we should expect a major change right away. It's really a shame, but with the way that everything is going right now, they will definitely notice their revenue tanking, their player base leaving, and I don't know if I can entirely blame them because obviously they can't really control what other people do, and this has definitely gone too far, way too far, with people getting the government involved. But I also can't say that they're innocent. At the end of the day, there were so many issues within the game and so many issues that people kept reporting, yet were being ignored. So, yeah, to the people who started this, enjoy and good luck with how the game is going, with the direction that the game is taking. I think I think their only solution now, especially for the global fan base, is if the Chinese government wants to censor some contents on the game, then they should do that on the Chinese server. I think the global fan base deserves to have the uncensored and the way it was intended to be by the artists and by the writers, if they really want to listen to the global fan base, that is. But yeah, I think that would be a good start at least. They should definitely at least they should communicate first. Tell us what's happening, tell us what's going on and not just stay radio silent for an entire week. I mean, I guess except for the announcement they made regarding the update error. But other than that, they haven't really addressed any of the issues. They didn't say anything. I think that's all I've wanted to say. I really don't know how to feel about all of this. I'm really disappointed. I am hurt, and I'm sure a lot of people are as well. Anyways, if you've been affected by this, please take a break, take care of yourself, put that phone down. I swear, I've been addicted to my phone ever since this whole mess. Like, all I do all day is just scroll on X and refresh, trying to see if there's anything new, if there's any hope. I'm still holding on to hope. I don't know why. Did they really sacrifice Valko just to appease the toxic audience? I don't know. And if they did, then they deserve everything that happened to them. They deserve the tank in their revenue. They deserve that people leave their game if they're willing to disrespect us like that. But for now, I think I'll just wait. I think I'll just wait for like a week or two, or at least until the current rerun ends, to see if they're gonna say anything or if they're just gonna ignore everyone and everything and just focus on just slop and reruns and spamming rerun after rerun. But yeah, that's everything I wanted to say. Bye bye.